Hello, my name is Sade Renee with RachelBeauticians.com. We're here with the lovely LaWanda with Elegant Extensions. And how are you doing today, LaWanda?
I'm fine. Bless.
And she's coming out with this award show. This will be the first annual show for Hair Choppas 2016. And can you tell us a little more about the show? What can we expect? And how did you come up with this brilliant idea?
Hair Choppas came about. I'm always behind the scene in award shows, movies, theaters, and things like that. And no one really noticed the hairstylist. You may find it on the fine print of a movie of who styled the hair or which barber or anybody in the fashion industry itself. So I was kind of like, God, I'm always behind the scenes. I never get noticed, but I don't want to be noticed. I don't need any glory. You know, sometimes you want a little recognition.
Yeah.
Because these people can't be beautiful without us styling them. So we are the reason they look like they look, because God blessed us. So God gave me a vision to expose people's gifts in a positive way. So in the way of encouraging them on the stage. You have they encourage actors and rappers and singers and things like that. So what happened to the stylists and the barbers? So he gave me the vision, and I was like, well, how am I gonna do this? He said, won't you award them? I'm like, how, me? He said, yeah, put all your sources together. And I have a lot of sources, and you know, my main source is God, and my resources are media, magazines and things like that. I brought all that together. And God used all those people to help me bring about awarding stylists and barbers first. This is the first annual event. Next year is going to be about the whole fashion industry, not just barbers and stylists. It's going to be tattoos, it's going to be makeup, nails, anything that have to do with fashion. Even someone who makes t-shirts. So may have the best t-shirt or a person who makes them. Best printing company. Whatever makes fashion stick. Photographers, everything. So 2016, I wanted to be the first one, and it's coming along very, very great.
Wow, and we will be a part of that wonderful show. And what I love that you brought up, that maybe the hairstylists and the barbers or the makeup artists are in fine print, and you guys work wonders. You always have someone in your seat and asking you to make them look like Beyonce, and they're not even close to Beyonce, but you work your magic.
Yeah.
And I like that you're bringing that to the forefront. And can you give us a little background about yourself, how long you've been in business and what you specialize in? I've
been in business over 15 years. That's the way you're supposed to see it. You can't get there. After 15 years, you stop talking about it. It's like an age. Since I was young, I've always played with hair. I was in Jasper, Texas, Weirgate, Texas, right outside of Jasper. And I used to do hair in the gym at the school. So I was doing teachers' hair, everyone's hair. So everybody knew that was my destiny. But I wanted to go to college with a full ride, and I did so. But I was still, even after my degree of medical billing, I still was led back to doing hair. That's crazy, right? So I opened my first salon, which was Sheer Energy, and it was a large salon. I just thought, open up the big salon, because that's what you learned in school. But if I had to say start over, I would have worked under someone like Tony and Guy, Paul Mitchell. I would have worked under a company to get my feet wet and learn a lot of things. But I opened up, I lost first, because I didn't have a lot of people coming in to do booth rents and things like that. But I've kind of grew, and then one day I met a celebrity, Cheryl Swoops, a WNBA player. I met her, and I've been doing her hair. So being with her, a lot of times she referred me to other people, other celebrities, and they see her hair. Then people may see her picture that I post, and it draws in people. I do a lot of posting. They call me the postologist. So I post all day long. I post my pictures before and after. And people just was drawn to that. And I have a good spirit. I'm a peacemaker. I have to remember, without them, God using them to come, is no me. So if I have a bad attitude, they're not coming back. Like, who wants to deal with someone with a bad attitude? And there may be days that they may leave here thinking they like their hair, but I don't think it fits me. Okay, well, let's start over. It's not a new pay. I do whatever makes them happy. And I know sometimes people are like, girl, you better quit redoing. It's not about the money with me. It's about making them happy. The gift is God uses me to make them happy. They may be down, going through something. When they see themselves in the mirror, they're like, you know, so now God gets the glory. Yeah. So that's pretty much where I have 2 kids Destiny and Raven. I have 3 stepkids, Alexis, Annette, and Zon. And I have a husband. I've been married 15 years. I've been a salon owner over 15 years. Practically just doing hair. I travel a lot doing hair. I nibble, I did SWV before. Lala Anthony. I've also worked with Cheryl Swoops, like I said, and many other good people, okay? And I even come up with my own creations when I'm doing hair. Like, even a lot of people know me for people with shaved hair, short hair. And they said you can't get a sew-in, you can. I make a sew-in happen.
I want to see that. I want to see
Catch it on my page. I posted one last night, but I give whatever you want, we're going to give it.
And I like that. And I like that you say you don't pay extra if they don't like it. And it seemed like you're for your clients, and that's a good thing. And a lot of stylists, they soon to forget that. They feel like they can be on time because you coming for my work, I'm good, so you can wait. Or they, a lot of people overbook. And they overbook and they don't think about their customers. They're thinking about the dollar. And one thing that you said that you do not do is think about the dollar. So that's amazing.
Yes.
Because customer service is everything. We do like that in this industry, but hopefully it's going to get better.
It's going to get better. It's getting better. We're going to encourage stylists again. We're going to get that we're going to let them know this gift came from God, so it's already prepared. The fundings, the clients that you're going to have, God has already prepared that for you. So you don't have to be afraid to refer someone or treat that person. If you can't do it, just simply say, well, Monica's down the street, I can call her. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to encourage stylists back. It's not about the money, so we don't want to do it just for the money. Just like I won't go to the dollar store and buy a product for my client. Like, I'm going to put top dollar into that's me. And people be like, you spend all that money, you never find the same product. I don't use the same product on every client. So, relax or anything. It depends on their hair. I study the scalp. Like, I pay attention to the scalp.
So, there's a lot to know about Miss LaWanda.
Ooh, Mrs Choppa Stylz.
Mrs Choppa Stylz. And I love that you did give some advice earlier, and I do want to just elaborate that on a little further, or if you have different advice for those who are trying to open their new businesses or trying to get in the beauty industry, like what steps do you think they should take first instead of trying to go there so quickly?
First of all, even though you can do hair, don't mean you can manage a business. I do hair and still don't know how to manage business, okay? And I have a business degree, and I still don't know how to manage business. And I'm being real. It just may not be your gift. You can go and work under someone and find out the do's, the don'ts, the ups and the downs about it. Trusting other people, blessing other people like a CPA that can manage your funds, because you can't do it all. Find a marketing company. You can't do it all. So God has put those people in place to all things to work together. But sometimes we jump in the water and he didn't tell us to jump in, and we drown. But we drowned us. He didn't drown us. But he will send a life jacket. So he gave me chance after chance. So I went and sat a little while under another establishment, Exotic Hair Studio. Mr. Saeed, he's Nigerian, and he's like the best friend I could have ever found, because I learned their morals, learned the in and out of business, and he gave me the opportunity to sit down for a while to work under them, which I was self-employed. I had a booth rent, but I learned business in and out through them.
So the first thing you need to know before opening a business is business.
You need to go learn how to file taxes. You do one thing about stylists and barbers, they do not believe in paying taxes. They think getting over on the government. I make cash, but one person you can't lie to is God. So we want to be able, I'm going to even touch that at the show, paying your bills, getting insurance. Don't lie, because what sustains you is being right. And that's what has kept me all these years, is being truthful, doing everything right, don't do anything underneath the rug, things like that.
Wonderful. And can you tell us what should we expect for Hair Choppers 2016?
Ooh, it's going to be big. It's going to be an encouraging day. You're going to see a lot of tears, a lot of life-changing things going to happen. I also implemented 30 vendors, different vendors. God allowed different vendors, like it's not one of the same vendor there. So that's how you knew it was of God. they're going to be able to network and also sell their goods in
Wonderful.
under the one roof while we're being awarded. So the difference in this award show, the stylists that was picking, the barbers, will be debuting their work. So they're going to show you a little smidget of their work. So that's what makes it different. You're not just coming to see them be awarded, because you want to know what they awarding them for, how good is that, you know. So without a cut, a lot of people do weave, but do you know how to cut? So that's where the chopper came in at. A lot of these girls can put in hair, and you can find your kitchen beautician that put in hair but don't know how to cut.
Amen.
You know,
Yes.
so they're going to be cutting, they're going to be chopping. You're going to find people freestyle chopping, making up their own cut, because I have my own cut called the chopper. And people be like, well, how did their hair don't look so thick, and you did it all in one setting. So I know how to thin the hair and make the layer at the same time. But they have to take the class to find that out.
So are we going to see a little bit of the chopper at the show?
Oh, you're going to see a little bit more than you see the other style. So that's the only part I'll be doing, is giving you a major debut. And my brother Junebug will be coming on with me. And while I'm doing the lady part, the side part, he'll be designing.
Wow.
So we'll be taking on the stage by storm.
teaming.
Yeah, tag teaming.
Wow. And how did you pick the stylists and the barbers for the show?
The number one top that stands out, the first thing we look at is sanitation. How are they handling sanitation? Like, are they washing their hands? Are they using EPA? You know, I'm looking at everything. I walk in their shops and they don't know I'm in there. I have other people, looking to see how clean they are. A lot of these stylists go on stage performances and cut this head, go over here to this head, but you never see them sanitize. You're not supposed to use the same comb after the last person. So I'm very, very detailed with cleanliness, presentation. How do you present yourself? On and off social media. Like, are you are you cussing? Are you using profanity? Are you doing things out, you know, just tacky things? Like, that's just not gonna work. So you have to narrow it up. Role models in the hair industry.
Wow.
Practicing things when they're in their own environment, because we get out of beauty school, we don't do anything that we were doing when we were in beauty school. No, you need to still practice safety. So, and then their work, and then their following. We look at people, how many people follow you? You know, who are you drawing in? You know, so it's basically a role model in the hair industry.
Okay, guys, thank you for tuning in. This is RachelBeautician.com, Sade Renee, and Miss LaWanda with Elegant Extensions.